Hi guys, welcome back, UK Van Addict. Agnieszka's not with us today, she's at work, I've got the day off. So we haven't really been up to much just recently, other than, the festive season. December, we've just been catching up with friends, going out, meals, drinks and what have you. So we haven't actually been anywhere, other than we've got a new venture to tell you about. So we've been out recently and bought a new van. So we bought a Renault Master. It's a low loader box van. So yeah, we're gonna convert that into a camper van. So I've been buying a few little bits and bobs. So in the cab, in the old one, it's just a cab. We had to get out to open the side door because, it was a bit inconvenient, but there was a little bit more seating area for us, to relax in that. So we never did the walk through, or we never had it open anyhow, basically. But this van, we're going to have a little bit of a walk through, cut an all out in the bulkhead and what have you. So what I've done is I've been out and I've bought a new seat for the van, a single seat. So I'm going to replace the double seat for a single seat. I've bought a solar panel. It's bloody massive. I need to buy another one of them. I've just bought a bonnet bib, sun visor, just buying little bits, just as we go, sort of thing. So I'll show you what. So there's the solar panel. It's bloody massive. That's 440 watts. So it was actually quite cheap, that. Because the ones that I've been looking at, like the smaller ones, I think they're about 100 quid. And they're only like 120 watts or so, But like that only cost me 100 quid. That's 440 watts. So I'm going to buy two of them. A single seat, that's actually brand new. Like I say, I'm going to change that from the double to the single to make it easier to walk through. I'll show you in the van in a minute. So yeah, that was 400 quid. So I spent a few quid there already. This is the actual bonnet bib, which is quite convenient because there's a little bit of a dint in the bonnet, and I thought it'd be quite awkward to get out. It's right at the front of the bonnet, but that'll cover it. So, but I'm not going to put them on yet because I'm gonna fully change the colour of the van. So and the other one's the sun visor, just pimps it up a little bit, doesn't it? So yeah, just pimping the van up. I've seen some alloys and some all-terrain tyres. My man's just running wild thinking of things to do, but obviously you can imagine these parts cost quite a lot of money. So like if I was to buy everything, it'd be like thousands of pounds, So I'm gonna have to do it bit by bit, really. But yeah, the colour of the van, I'm sure it was the exact same van, or a very similar van to my Renault Master, and it was grey, and it just looked so nice. And I've seen like the normal panel vans in grey, and they look really nice. But I was watching YouTube, and so on the box van, it's got like a frame going round the box, sort of thing. And I've seen one on YouTube, and it was actually grey, the same colour as what I'm going to do mine, with a black framing round it, because obviously all the windows, they're all going to be black. What's going to be in it, and I've seen them. I've been watching all this Raptor painting and what have you. So I'm going to paint the bumper in black Raptor, the door pan, the door trim. I'm going to paint that in black Raptor, and all around the box of the van, sort of thing. And I'll paint all that in black Raptor as well. But everything's going to be satin, so I don't want it gloss. Obviously I don't want it matte, because it's like I'd never be able to clean it. It'd be scratched to hell, sort of thing. But like with the satin, it's a little bit more manageable. I mean, I painted a van once, a Caddy van in satin, and it come out real nice. So yeah, so I'm going to do the whole van in like a satin grey, and obviously satin wrapped to black. You know, it's like a bubbled effect sort of thing. It's like a stone chip sort of thing. So yeah, it's going to do that. And obviously I've got all the back doors to do. I've bought some rubber paint. It's actually for like garage roofs and conservatory roofs. It's actually rubber. He actually showed me a piece of a rubber strip, and it had been painted with this rubber on, and he actually pulled it and stretched it, and it don't crack whatsoever. So I thought if I put the aluminium strips on the roof, you know, to fit the solar panels on. So basically I'm going to do like well, it's 4.5 meters long. So I'm going to get an L-shaped strip of aluminium and put that at either side of the van. And obviously the solar panels are going to fit in between. So I'm going to rivet the aluminium strip onto the van and then onto the roof. Then I'm going to paint the roof in the rubber paint. One thing I forgot. I'm looking at some Maxi air fans. So I'm going to get some Maxi air fans because obviously I'm going to get two. So I'm going to have one for the air coming in and one for the air going out, so it circulates a bit, because like in summer in that van it's boiling. So I need some airflow. So yeah, I'm gonna put the aluminium strip up there. I'm going to put the air fans up there, the Maxi air fans. They're just it's just like an opening vent, you know, like a skylight. That's all it is, but it's got a fan in it. I think I don't know how many blades is on it. It's what makes it powerful, you know, to blow the air in and suck the air out, sort of thing. So I'm going to put all them up. Paint the roof in that rubber paint, and that's just going to seal everything. So then I don't have to worry about in the future if there's any leaks, because if there's any leaks, well, I'm knackered out. I have to take all the ceiling down and everything, because obviously everything needs insulating. I've been looking at some insulation, 25mm, I don't know what to call it. Kingspan, I think it's called, yeah. So 25mm Kingspan. I'm going to insulate all the roof, the walls, the floor, everything. I'm going to build a garage compartment in the back because the boat's obviously not going to be on the roof anymore. I want the boat to be inside the van, so it's like it's a bit offshore really, so nobody can see. Because, like, you know, thing is, nobody could steal the boat off of the roof of the van on the other van anyhow, because it's all remote it's got a remote control winch on it, and you're not going to pull the winch off unless you just cut the ropes, what's holding the winch on. But then the boat's all strapped on inside the boat, which you can't get to the inside of the boat anyhow. Yeah, I don't even know why I'm going on about that. Not even putting that on this van. So yeah, so that's just explaining the boat on top of the other van. And like, I always had this worry about like someone trying to steal it, or it's just onshore. Do you know what I mean? I didn't want that, and because I want to go doing a bit of travelling next year, you know, for maybe a couple of months at a time, and I just don't want now onshore. So that's why I wanted the van to massive. So it's like 4.5 meters long, and it's 8.5 foot high. It's quite a big van. So the boat is actually going to stand up in the back in the garage compartment. So yeah, then the outboard's going to be in there, and all my electrics is going to be in there. You know, it's quite a big space to put all your stuff in. And then I've got to figure out where I'm going to put fridge, freezer, and kitchen, and toilet, shower. I'm going to do all that. But above the cab, the bulkhead, that's where I'm going to put the bed. So, but I'm going to show you all in the van in a minute. So yeah, let's go to the van and have a look at that. So here's my new beauty. Look at it, massive. It is a really nice van. Let's get the key. It's just... So yeah, this is my new van. So yeah, that's the bulkhead, and I'm going to change that double seat into a single seat, and then cut an all out in there, just to, like, you know, just a little walk-through sort of thing. Let's have a sit in it. So it's got a DAB radio, so you can play your Spotify, you know, whatever music you've got on your phone, you can play that through there. Let's just turn it on, see if we can get some power on it. Yeah, Renault Trucks. Just turn that down. So yeah, there's the radio. Yeah, I don't know how to turn the sat nav on. I don't even know how to work it. Well, anyhow, it's got a sat nav. When I figure out how it works, it's got air conditioning. It's got, let's get in there. It's got cruise control and a speed limiter. Obviously, you can't see the dash. There it is. So yeah, I mean, what sold this van to me mainly was, like, I liked the look of it. Did a bit of research on them, and they are quite good vans. But not just like the look of it, but what actually sold this van to me, because we're travelling all over England. You know, we're going up to, well, I mean, we live in the middle of England practically, and we're going up to Scotland all the time. We're going up to Cornwall all the time. And you know what? Driving that Citroen, I mean, the Citroen's perfect. You know, never ever had a problem with it. It drives perfect. But this particular van, right, it's a Renault Master, it's got cruise control. That, for me, sold this van to me. Cruise control, oh my god. I mean, if you've got cruise control in your car and you set it and you just drive, your legs, it's just, there's no aching in your legs. And to be honest with you, there's a bit more leg room in this van. So the other van, because obviously I put that, the flat, I took the bulkhead out and I just put a flat board there, so my seat is actually pushed a little bit forward, whereas this one, I mean, it's not even, so it goes back a little bit more. There's loads of legroom. I couldn't drive this van with the seat pushed back, right back, because I'm too far back. There's loads of legroom. This, and you know, like, for me, it's like these are all the factors of selling this van to me. Cruise control, speed limiter, air conditioning in the summertime. Oh my god, the summertime is boiling in the van. Do you know? So like when you're driving, we've got air conditioning, we've got a sat nav. We've never had all that stuff in the other van. You know, I'm not slagging the other van off, because, like I said, I've had the van since 2017, and I swear to God, it's never ever once let me down. I service it regular, I look after it. If anything needs to be done to it, it gets repaired. It's just that we've just upgraded and we've got a few more comforts. I mean, this van, it's 145 brake horse. I swear to God, when you drive it, you don't realise that you're driving this massive box van, do you know what I mean? It's like driving a car. It's so smooth, it's unbelievable. Yeah, so that's all the factors what sold this van to me, because it's bloody massive and it's got all the comforts of a car. And the van itself is just it's so good condition. You know, there's a couple of little nicks and things on it, you know, little scratches and what wants sorting out. I'll go around and I'll show you. Just one second, Right, so this is the van itself. I'm going to change the wheels. I'm going to put the... I've seen some real nice spoked alloys with the all-terrain tyres. Like I say, the van itself's mint. You see there's this little dint here. That's it. The bonnet bib will cover that. You can't... I'm going to respray it all up first. Fully respray the full van. You know, a little marker. That'll sand out. All these marks on the van will all sand out. The only thing is this wants repairing, so I need to take off both of the trims on both sides, and then, because I don't even know where to buy these from. I've inquired loads places, but like it's the actual coach builders will build them. So yeah, I can try maybe a coach builders to maybe replace it if I can't. It's only fiberglass. I'm a paint sprayer by trade anyhow, so I'm sure I can figure something out to get that repaired. I've repaired many stuff like that. You know, there's a couple of holes in here. I don't know. God knows what's been on there. All these like marks here, they're all sand out. This is it's a lightweight body, but it's got like a fiberglass coating on the outside. It's got some little bars on the back. You know, they just want sanding down. Painting again. There's a trim there that wants all straightening out. Just little bits up there want straightening out. Like these scratches, they're now, they'll sand out. There's the other trim look. You see, I can like duplicate it, you know, put them together and just like put a bit of cardboard on it, fiberglass it, you know, they'll bodge up. It'll be perfect when it's done. Yeah, that's what I was on about the trim, this trim around the side. So that'll all be wrapped to black. All the panel all being satin. I mean, because it's like, well, it's almost satin anyhow, isn't it? Massive. Yeah, it's in pretty good condition. I just leave the back doors open because there's now in it. That secures the door. I think that one's a bit more securing than that. Friggin' hell. So it's metal panels inside. I'm going to put some more locks on there anyhow, but both of these, yeah, that hasn't got a lock on it because that door locks that door, and that's got a lock on it. So this is the inside of the van. You see this part here, this is going to be my garage compartment. So basically there's going to be a wall up there sort of thing, and like I said, this is going to be a garage compartment where the boat's going to be in, and all the electrics and everything. Yeah, I don't know what's been fitted on here, but I think it was, yeah, it was another rail. They took the rail off. But I need to take that rail off. There's no leaks. I mean, it's been pretty bad weather recently. Proper peeing it down, and there's no leaks whatsoever. These are like plastic honeycomb boards, so that's what makes it so lightweight, because normally they're like plywood and they're like fiberglass either side, and I can imagine that to be real heavy. I think that's why it drives more like a car, because it's so light. All this wood, this all needs to come off. I don't know what's behind there. I think it's just the bulkhead. Then up there, all that wants replacing. All that wood up there. All that wants insulating. Jesus. That's the door banging away there. Yeah. yeah, so when you're driving, that I've just seen the roof like flap up then. So when you're driving, you can hear the roof like clattering. That's why it's clattering. Let's see if these are all, yeah, they're all, the roof moves, but they're actually secured to these beams, but that one there, see if you can zoom in on it, yeah. I don't know if that's the door making that noise or this bloody roof, but clearly there's been a repair there. Yeah. I don't know what's going on there, but it don't leak. And there's been a repair up there. It's a bit of a bodge job, but you're not going to see any of that. You can't notice it from the outside whatsoever. So I'll take this rail off. Then I'm going to come out a little bit, because like, that's quite a big area, is that? You won't believe how big it actually is. So I'm going to maybe come out another foot or so, and that's a big enough bed area. So then obviously this is going to be slightly out. There's going to be a hole to walk through to the cab there, and then obviously from here sort of thing, there's going to be a door. So I'm going to have to cut that out and make a door there. And I was planning on putting the shower here, the shower toilet in this space, because I've got to figure out so where the bed's going to be, then where the door's going to be, and to see how much space I've got left for there to put the toilet and shower. So what I'm going to do is, I've seen on another YouTube they put a stainless steel tray in the bottom, and then obviously they built around that. I thought it was a real good idea, the stainless steel tray, but I'm going to see how much. Jesus, that door is banged. And it's the roof. Yeah, well, I don't want to be in bed listening to that. So everything needs to be that's sound deadening stuff, insulated, everything, all them panels need to be glued down. I don't want that rocking friggin', that sounds horrendous. So yeah, figure out how to do the toilet and the shower. So I want to see how much this stainless steel tray is going to be. Otherwise it's going to be a fiberglass one, because I'm not paying ridiculous amounts of money for a stainless steel tray, but it'll look quite cool, won't it? And I've seen like a sliding door, and I've seen that they're expensive as well. Friggin' hell, it's all racking up in it. So anyhow, there where the seats are, where the, oh, bloody hell, where the wheel arches are, I'm gonna get my words out today, that's gonna be a seating area. So I want that to be seating, so I want it like a U-shaped seating area around here. So obviously the shower can't go any further than that, so the shower's going to come up to there, and this here is going to be some like seating area, maybe up to this line here. So it's, you know, it's a decent seating. I want a decent size, so I want a U-shaped seating area, so we can like, sit on both sides, and I want to try and turn it into a bed as well. So it can either be seating area. I mean, the chances of having anyone with us is pretty slim, because there's only 2 seats, so nobody will be able to travel with us, because there's not going to be any seat belts in the back of here. So if anyone did travel with us and they come in car, there would be somewhere for them to sleep, because the van is big enough, you know what I mean, to fit us all in. But the chances of that, like I say, is going to be very slim that anybody comes with us. This side is going to be the kitchen area. So I've already seen a fridge freezer, and it's going to go in. I want the fridge to go in this area here. So obviously the fridge is not going to be massive. I only want the fridge to come up to like this area here. It's a 12 volt fridge. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise it up. I'm going to build a a cupboard on the bottom, so I'm going to try and use all the space possible because, like I say, it's a big van. It's 8.5 foot tall, so I want to build a cupboard under there, and I want to sit the fridge freezer on the top. So the freezer's going to be at height, and then obviously up the top of there, I'm gonna build some sort of cupboards up there, you know, for like storage, because there isn't a great deal on the bottom, because underneath sink area, because this is where I'm going to do the kitchen. So obviously the bed's going to come out like a foot or so. Then you've got like the fridge there. So I ain't got a great deal of space for a sink and an oven. So I want an oven and a hob, like the other van. You remember looking in the other van, it's tiny compared to this. But once you start putting stuff in here, then this is going to be tiny as well. You know, it looks big now because there's nothing in here. So yeah, so what my plans are is putting a sink in here, but I want the water tanks maybe inside the van. So I'm going to put the water tank underneath the sink. So then I'll fit the oven and hob there. So there's not going to be a great deal of space. So like I say, the shower's going to be there, the door's going to be there, and then the bed's going to come out up to here sort of thing. And then obviously on this side there's going to be where you can't see, so in this area here that's going to be a cupboard and the fridge, oven, sink. Then obviously on the roof there's going to be, I don't want the fan to be in this panel here because that's going to blow straight on us, and I'm not sure if I want that fan to blow straight on us when we're in bed. But in the summertime we might think differently, but obviously it'll already be in, so there's nothing we can do. So I was planning on putting it in this panel, so that's going to be either sucking in or blowing out. And then obviously quite a few panels down. So around in this this panel here, I'm going to do another fan, another skylight. So, and that's obviously that's the Maxi Air fan. So it's got a fan in the skylight. So there'll be one there, and then one in that one there. So there'll be 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 panels in the middle. What's empty? But obviously that's all going to be insulated, and plough land. Everything's going to be plough land. And I'm thinking of putting the Kingspan on the floor, because like it's just a wooden floor. But in the other van, that's just a wooden floor as well. I'm not sure what to do with that. I don't know if it'd make much of a difference. I'll see. It's not so much about the cost, because I've been pricing all the Kingspan up. So the Kingspan are 8x4 sheets, and I think there was about £13 or £14 each, which I thought was quite cheap. And there's, well, I don't know how many panels there's going to be in here. But yeah, then obviously there's the ply floor. But what I was thinking was putting some sort of, you can get some like an insulation for the floor, and then just put a laminate flooring down. Personally, I think that's sufficient, because I've done that in the other van. I mean, all the other van, it's got fibre wool insulation, and it's got a thermal barrier. It's got like it's a silver bubble wrap, and that's all like spray glue, and it's all sealed to the van, so there's no like air pockets in it. Everything's thermal barriered, and it's got fibre wool. So it's not fiberglass, it's fibre wool, and it's that all the walls, everything is insulated in the other van. The roof's insulated, everything's thermal barriered. It's got the aluminium tape covering everything up, and it's got the fibre wool in it. And to be honest with you, in the winter it's freezing. You have to have an heater on, you know what I mean? So I've got obviously a diesel heater, so I'm going to put a diesel heater in this one as well. So everything's insulated in that van, and in the winter it's still freezing, so there's not a great deal you can do about like keeping warm. You can only try your best to insulate it and make it as warm as possible. So yeah, I'm thinking that I'll just put some like a thin insulation on the bottom. I mean, that thermal barrier, that like it's like a silver bubble wrap, I could put that down, because like you have to put some sort of I don't know what to call it, but you put like that foam down, don't you? You know, to lay your floor down in your house. So that'll be just pretty much the same. Do you know what I mean? I'll just put the laminate flooring down and go on top of that. So yeah, all the walls are all going to be plough land. The ceiling's going to be plough land. Everything's going to be king spanned. This back bulkhead, there's going to be a hole there going through to the cab, and I'm going to put a curtain across in the inside so you can't see into the van from the cab. All the top of there, that's all going to be insulated. I've seen some. It's like a 5mm. It's like a 5mm rubber with the like a silver bubble wrap. Like it's same as like the thermal barrier. The foam's attached to the thermal barrier, and obviously that'll just spray glue, go up there, and I'll carpet it all, because you could buy that 4-way stretch carpet, and then none of that. It's not expensive, but it all adds up. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. What I'm gonna do in this van. It's just cost. Like I say, there's the solar panels going to be on the roof. I've seen some 220 amp leisure batteries. I want 3 of them, and that's like 600 quid for 3 batteries. I'm not putting lithium in here. I'd love to put lithium in here. For one, the light. 2, they're proper expensive. It cost me triple that price for if I was to put 3 lithium batteries in here, 220 amp. Jesus Christ, yeah, it's just too much money. So I'm going to put the lead acid batteries in here. But the only thing is, it's the weight. They are proper heavy. I don't know how much they weigh, how many kilos they weigh, but each one must be at least 25 kilos each battery. So when you're thinking about the weight in the van, there's 3, if they are 25 kilos, so that's like 75 kilos just in batteries. The solar panels, I'm gonna have 440 amp, 240 watt or amp, no, yeah, 440 watts, I think. Yeah, watts they are, aren't they? Not amps, watts. So got 2 of them on the roof. They're 20 kilos each, so it's 70, 5 and 40. Jesus, it's all racking up, in it, the weight. Then obviously there's a fridge freezer. How many kilos is a fridge freezer? 30 kilos. Again, it's all adding up. Then you've got your water tanks. I want 2 water tanks in here. I want one for the sink, so that's fresh drinking water. Then I want one for the shower, so I want it separate, because I'm thinking I don't want to be running out using a shower and then I've got no drinking water. Do you know? I don't know. We'll look on that, because I need to draw out where I'm going to put things and whether I can actually got any room to put them in here, because there's that many things I want to do in here, and it's all about space, it's about money, it's about weight. Otherwise the van's going to weigh friggin' 20 ton. So I think that's about it, really, isn't it? You know, pretty much told you everything what I'm going to do in the van. So yeah, we'll see, you know, when we're going to start doing something on the van. Obviously it's nearly Christmas. I've got to order things, you know. I'm going to go inquire about the paint today. I just don't know when I'm going to start painting it. I think the painting is going to be last thing of all the Raptor in, and I've planned on getting some real nice chrome bull bars for it. Yeah, it's just, I'll probably just buy all the bits and bobs, you know, all the cheaper stuff, and then just put it all away, you know, and then I need to get the inside done first. I need to make it like livable so we can go travelling in it before we even start to change colours and stuff like that, because that's trivial. It's, you know, it's not part of the travelling, it's the interior. So that's what I want to concentrate on, the interior first. I want to build my own kitchen. I want to try and make everything myself, you know, and like use lightweight wood, because like if I put a proper kitchen in here, can you imagine how heavy a kitchen's going to be in here? So yeah, so I'm going to try and make it all myself. So like we always say, like and subscribe, and hopefully if I get anything done, I'll post another video next week. But it's just like over the Christmas period, you know, it's going to be quite difficult posting stuff. And if I think of an idea of posting a video so you entertain you guys, then I'll post something, even if it's cooking something. To be honest with you, I'll probably do the cooking our Yorkshire puddings again. But yeah, thinking what else to say to you. There's not a lot more to say really. So if I think about, if I get something done on the van, I'll make a video on it. But otherwise, you know, you'll just have to bear with me. And obviously, we're inside the van, so it doesn't matter about the weather. You know, even if it's freezing, I'll try and get something done. But yeah, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.